Hello there everyone, my name is Senpai Goku and welcome back to this weekly video. As promised, for this week, we are gonna make a video about my opinion about the Shintani art style. Because, he's the new art director for Dragon Ball Super and I really do have mixed feelings about him. So let's get into it first. But before I do, I'm gonna set up what his childhood is and why is he becoming the new art director and animation supervisor after Tadayoshi Yamamoto. So let's break this down first, shall we? Here we go. Shintani, as a child, when he was actually young, he actually watched Dragon Ball movies. He watched the original Dragon Ball before even the manga even get released. So let's say he actually watched the anime first before even the manga. As he grew up, he actually watched every Dragon Ball film every single year of his life. Until to the point that actually trying to actually feel inspired to do Dragon Ball art style, put in his own art style in Dragon Ball. And let's talk about his career. So Shintani was actually he was recognized as a young animator born in Japan. He was working in the production and the different Japanese animation works, and several of which were directed by Tatsuya Nagamine, who is close with friends of Shintani. His art style influenced by the work of Nagamine and Kazuki Ogura in his production of the One Piece film, adopting a simple art style. So whenever I see Shintani, his art style is kind of similar to One Piece in a way, but with Dragon Ball feel to it. So as for now, Toriyama. When Shintani was actually trying to draw Dragon Ball, he actually decided to show his promo work on the month of October that year, and show it to Toriyama and see how he thinks about it. Toriyama, good news about it, Toriyama takes interest in this art style, and also he's actually kind of feel interest with the Maeda art style, which you can see a similarity a little bit. He also, not only that, he actually watched our Dragon Ball film to feel inspired to put this into his own art style, which you can see as a result, his art style is gonna look like this. So before I wrapped it up to my complaints, let's just say this: Dragon Ball heroes are still in the Tadayoshi Yamamoto's art style, no matter if you try to put in Shintani style or not. So Shintani is gonna focus on the new Dragon Ball movie or something. Hopefully he have a bright future too. Everyone could improve as long as they can do it. Anyways, after that introduction is done, let's get to the video. Even after Shintani was first introduced, his art style get a lot of positive reviews. But however, some Dragon Ball fans are not happy. That includes me in the list. So what's the problem with his art style? Well, there's two main problems. The first one is actually the shading. Now the shading is important in anime to give the character some more 3D feel to it, to make the drawing actually look three-dimensional and give the character some life. But however, his art style is actually have some lacking problems. You see, Shintani's art style is actually really weird. It shapes like Dragon Ball shapes like a cartoon. To be honest, Dragon Ball actually doesn't shape like a cartoon, and it never will be. And I do have no problems with all of the shading problem, but there is really a lot of things I can actually break down with. You see how Dragon Ball has been overly simplified over the year by Akira Toriyama? Well, let's take this for example. As Vegeta, at the first start of Dragon Ball Z, his outfit started with his own average Saiyan armor, and then slowly over the year, it went to his average dark blue shirt he's wearing. So you might be asking, well, Senpai Goku, why do you bring up Akira Toriyama? Well, so the point of why I'm bringing it up is because bringing up Akira Toriyama art style is to show how much uncomfortable I am with the most scene in the movie. But in my positive mode, is to give thing in more animation movement. Well, the reason why I really much hate it and actually be kind of liking the Shintani art style is because one, It gives the character more movement and at least give the animation some easy time. Or the animators, whatever it is. Without making the character seems like off-model. You see, when you make an animation, it doesn't always need to be fully rendered detailed. I mean, come on. Your animation doesn't need to be fully rendered detailed just to give it more solid movement. If you understand how movement works, you can give an animation so solid good reviews. And if you want to focus on the movement more instead of the detail, and then you're actually approaching the Naoki Tate's art style. Naoki Tate's art style has been overly critical and really much overly criticized by most of the Dragon Ball fandom. Overly criticized for being too simple or just too bad. But calling his art style bad is not what I actually would say. As a guy who actually animate myself, I did some animation show by the way, I can tell that the reason why Naoki Tate actually give the character less detail and focus more on the movement is to actually give the animation some smoothness to it, without making the character seems like a wooded ragdoll that's just actually punching each other. So what I think as bad animation is not the far away low poly shot of the character. No, it's about the close-up or a foreshortening shot of the character's model that seems off-model. Now, in the most modern anime, nowadays, the shading of the anime, most of it, are underneath the neck. This will help out some of the key animators and keep up with the animation budget at a minimum. Because this company needs to release this episode in 3 to 6 months, or in my other rough calculation, 2 to 3 weeks. So overall, the art style is very okay. But let's break down to another part of the video, and that is... Now, the shading of Shintani I found awfully bad is the shape of the shading line. Now, the shading line has no curve at all. It went to a little V and then straight forward for the shading. Without the curves at all, that gives the muscle a detail and depth. If the detail is mostly lacking, this will make the drawing have no volume and looks awfully like a poorly done work. Now, as I'm showing this one picture of the artist who actually replicated the Shintani style, the shading on the hair of Super Saiyan 3 Goku as the light reflected on the hair, which kind of remind me of that one image I saw of MUI Goku in the Dragon Ball Z art style, with the line of the color, it just went straight loosely up, and when light becomes more absent, the color team start to paint bucket half the drawing, which make it really seem lazily colored artwork. Now, in most cases, when the colors are becoming absent, people add a three-tone shading. This is why three-tone shading makes the drawing give it more detail and volume. It makes it feel like a three-dimensional object. Now this is why the drawing which make them feel very stiff. And now let's break down the way Shintani color clothing. So as I saw this one image of Goku right here, the way I like of the coloring is Shintani added a very sharp curve that makes clothes seem looks like a clothes from that one episode of Dragon Ball Z, which pretty much is the same type of clothing style as Dragon Ball Z itself in the shading type thing, yeah, which make it look more like clothes in a simplified form. In some scene and artwork, however, is that the clothing again seems very lazily colored, which make me think that Shintani is a very lazy character design and supervisor for Dragon Ball Super. But overall, the two-tone shading is mostly okay, but some of people really love the more detailed approach, like in the Dragon Ball Z era, which I could agree with some of those people. I like most detailed Dragon Ball artwork, and not some of those poorly colored and line drawing. And to be honest with you guys, the old Yamura style is what I would pick, and that's my opinion about Shintani style. Overall, I'm gonna say this is the reason why Shintani was hired. Well, this is my few assumption. For one, Dragon Ball Super has a really roughed up schedule, and pretty much episodes are pretty much rushing to be released by Toei. So this is why Shintani has come to this, because Shintani adds a little detail to the drawing and makes the episode pretty much go smoothly and faster. And that is my first assumption. The second one is that, Toei was trying to focus on making Dragon Ball a bit better than last time, because as I saw on the Dragon Ball Superhero, it's about to be released soon. But not in the Shintani art style, but yeah. But hey, so do I have a positive note? I really hope that Shintani one day could pretty much improve and better his line work and coloring for Dragon Ball Super. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is the reason I feel inspired from Shintani, and thanks to him I could finally improve on my own coloring and win over more vibrant and not some dull shading. But anyways, guys, that's gonna wrap this week's video. And also, on another note, Shintani was actually fired during the making of Dragon Ball Superhero. If you haven't heard of my Master X videos, I should link them right now. I hope that you guys have a really good day. It's a really fun video to make, and it's pretty much really trying hard to come up with this idea and write it down. So hopefully y'all enjoy it. And if you do agree with some of my opinion, please hit the like button, subscribe button, turn on notification for more of these, Dragon Ball videos. And anyways, I'm Samurai Goku, and I'll see y'all next week. And I hope y'all having a good day and stay safe. Alright guys, bye bye!